Hello everybody, Anders here with another Black Desert video. Boy, do we have some good stuff to talk about today. We just had a developer commentary video and I'm going to be breaking down all the major points discussed. First, let's talk about Node Wars. Node Wars have received some negative feedback with its current iteration. A lot of players want the old system back. There will be now a new approach. Conquest War winners will be able to choose the Node War rules for their region. So if Medaya is uncapped, the owner of that castle can then select the Node War rules for that region for the next week. They can choose to build the old style of Node War with fort building, or they can choose to have the current style of Node War with neutral forts that need to be fought for. If you win a castle on Saturday, you then employ those rules whatever you want from Sunday to Friday. For Node Wars in Balanos or Serendia, only the current rule set of Node Wars will be available. Optimization is required to employ these new rule sets and mechanics, so it's going to release for us in 2 months. Next, they talked about items. Sovereign weapons were supposed to be easy to enhance because of Debaraka Accessories. It's something we just found out. Debaraka Accessories have changed our outlook of item progression according to the developers. The enhancement difficulty is too high for those items. They think that was a mistake, so in the past they've added things like artifacts, lightstones, cups, better crystals to bolster our stats. Unfortunately, Debaraka progression is still annoying, so they are now shifting to make future top tier items like Sovereign easier to enhance. They're trying to make progression more gradual but easier. The problem is that they messed up by flooding the market with the enhancement materials needed for Sovereign. Prices crashed almost immediately. It was way too easy to enhance from what they originally predicted. They gave some numbers here. 57% of Sovereign weapon owners in Korea have it to pen or higher, but only 7% have it to oct or higher. Globally, those numbers are 46% for pen and 5% for oct or higher. Debaraka Accessories have also since dropped in price, so to help with all of this, they've added a new item called the Karazad Accessories. Like Sovereign weapons, these are purple grade items but will not enhance like normal accessories. Instead, they have the same rules as enhancing weapons and armors. When Cronstone enhancing, it's not going to break and it won't lose a level. If you fail without using Cronstones, it will only lose a level. It also has 10 enhancement levels, much like Sovereign weapons. You can craft this in 2 ways. When you melt down yellow grade pen accessories excluding Debaraka, you get this new item called Essence of Dawn. You can also farm some grind spots for these essences as well. The second method involves using Debaraka accessories. Enhanced Debaraka accessories can be converted into Karazad accessories, so if you have a 10th Debaraka, for example, it will become a pen Karazad accessory. However, if you have a pen Debaraka, you would normally get an oct, which is the same stat level, but because of the pen Debaraka being a lot harder to get, you get a Nob Karazad accessory instead of oct, which gains you an additional AP or an additional 2 AP if you are converting a pen Debaraka necklace. For stats, the item is the same as pen Crescent at Tet Karazad, pen Debaraka at oct, and it reaches 26 AP with 15 accuracy at max enhancement. Fewer Cronstones are needed, but they cannot be sold on the market. Diversifying gear is also important to the game. As I said, the value of yellow grade items has dropped over time. They are aware of this, and to fix this, Karazad accessories have a unique feature in that when you equip them, they unlock a crystal slot for them. You then melt special accessories like Dawn Earrings or Ominous Rings if you want accuracy. Then you slot that crystal into the Karazad accessory to add accuracy at the cost of AP. You can do the same thing for Tungrad to get Black Spirit Rage, DP accessories we're guessing for DR, evasion accessories for added evasion. You can combine them into any setup you want. To get these crystals, you need to melt pen yellow accessories to get the highest grade of that add-on crystal, but you can get lower grade versions through grinding and special crafting. These crystals will also never break whenever you die. They're adding enhanced yellow accessories to high value grind spots, so you don't need to actually go and grind lower level areas for them, which is nice. Crystallized Despair will now be changed for high stacks. More work is being done on this, so they're going to give us more details soon on that one. The new Karazad accessories will also be coming at the end of this month. With the update of Karazad Accessories at the end of October, Land of the Morning Light will now be getting new grind spots, Dokkaebi Forest and Honglin Base, with 2 more coming soon after the release of Karazad Accessories. Golden Pig Cave, one of the new grind spots will have a special mechanic where the more you grind, the more a piñata at the center kind of fills up until it bursts with loot. They've also mentioned even more substantial changes to the game are coming soon, with one of them being hardcore PvP servers. Now lastly, let's go over the new Awakening Dosa reveal. There are 5 elements at play with his kit. He is more of a shaman. Fire, wood, water, earth, and metal are his elements. The generative effect highlights how the elements augment his abilities. So if you use a wood elemental skill followed by a fire elemental skill and vice versa, it will get amplified in damage. Water followed by wood skills will also be enhanced in damage. The example given shows a fire skill used, then you see it leaves a fire mark. If you then use a wood skill, it will ignite the fire mark, augmenting the wood ability and dealing more damage. Next, if you use a wood skill, you notice a wood elemental mark is being left. You can then augment this with a water skill. So you don't have to guess which element to use to augment what skill. Every skill is going to have their own element with a smaller elemental mark underneath it when you use it. That's going to tell you which elemental skill you need to cast. Overall, I think it looks incredible. He is more like Succession Megu in Awakening Dark Knight, so really my kind of style. He has strong gap closing potential and the ability to quickly disengage, much like Megu, but honestly seems a bit better with some of that distance on his animations. He can also support his allies when using some skills if your allies are nearby, but he doesn't need to actually directly buff you. It's just that when he deals damage, if you're nearby him, you also get buffed. That's pretty much it for this video. That's the breakdown of the developer commentary. A lot of things to unpack here. Hopefully I made it clear enough for you guys. This was honestly refreshing to watch, I have to say. Awakening Dosa also looks amazing. The new accessories are great. New grind spots for the new region. Node war changes where you basically choose to say no thank you to the new rules. I like that. All good changes. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.
오랜 종행의 끝이 이다지도 고독하구나. 달빛이 사라진 하늘에 갈 곳 잃은 구름아 서글퍼라. 빗물이마저 사라진 어둠 속 공허한 발걸음 향할 길 머흘래라. 그럼에도 향하리라. 뜻으로서만 숨쉬리라. 그리하여 상도방의 명맥을 회한 후의 다짐을 끝끝내 이어가리라. 내려앉아. 아스라질지어다. 기어가라. 삼색 알파. 세치고자 부딪히거라. 힘을 던져! 나가라! 기인 원리 태허